Hello everybody, it's Sarah here from Cookstars Manchester Central and East. Today I'm going to be showing you all how to make apple pie pockets. This is an American sweet treat recipe and it's one that has been very popular that we actually made in our summer holiday workshop last year. So hopefully you all will enjoy it today as well. So the ingredients that we need for this is very straightforward. We're not going to make our own pastry, we are going to be using our shop bought pre-rolled puff pastry. And then for our filling we have apples. So you can just use one standard normal size apple will be fine. I've got these wonky apples which are quite small, so I'm actually using 2 of those. And then what you also need is some lemon juice, some cinnamon and light brown sugar, and also some corn flour as well. So I've got a massive bag of corn flour, but we don't need all of that, but we only need a small amount. So I'll show you all how to put it all together, the filling. Okay, right, so to start off with we will need to peel our apple. So one thing to be careful of is using peeler, particularly for children for the first time. You have to be really careful how you handle it. So to do the peeling, what I suggest to teach children to do is to hold it down on the surface and ask them to peel away from themselves. So have the apple at a slant, like an angle, and then just push down with your peelers downwards. And then you twirl. So you twirl your apple around and peel it slightly downwards. Hopefully you can see me. Yeah, so basically on the surface you hold it like that, you literally peel that way downwards. So that's what you need to do. So I'm going to do that. I've already done the other apple, just obviously save a bit of time. But you only need one standard size apple, that's all you would need for yours. If you got that, that's brilliant. So just peel it downwards. Okay. If you are cooking with very young children, like 2 to 3 year old, then obviously I would suggest adults the one who holds the apple down and give the experience of the little one to hold the peeler and push it down, yeah, so that they can get the experience of how to do peeling. It's not something that they'll get a grip of straight away, but you know, it's all through practice really with anything else. But you have to be really careful. And whenever you use peeling, whenever you peel anything with children, you must always supervise them. That's my tip. Please don't walk away and let them carry on. You must always supervise them, even though when they are up to 10, 11 years old, you still need to be there to watch them do the peeling. Okay, so just peel it. So you get to the bit where you've got the little bits at the bottom, so you want to be really precise. You can actually just angle it slightly and just peel it away. Yeah, if you do get a bit of peel with your apple, that's fine. You know, if the peels are actually, you know, the skin is actually really really healthy. Well, healthy is part of the apple anyway, but if you do have any, you know, skin left, that's fine. Okay, so once you've done that, I've just got a bowl next to me just to get rid of it. So I don't really need a peel anymore. Okay, so what you then do there, because I've got 2 tiny apples, that's why I've got 2 here. But what you need to do now is just literally chop this apple up into small chunks and place it in some kind of a small bowl will be fine. Yeah, so just a small little bowl will be fine. You just need to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. So remembering the knife skills, remember the knife action, you must make sure when you hold the apple down, just hold it down like a claw action. So you don't, when you're chopping, you don't want to chop your fingers, so you don't do it this way, you do it this way. So what you need to do is just need to hold the apple down and just chop them into chunks. Obviously you've got the core of the apple, so just keep an eye out, you don't really want to part of them. Okay. So just chop them into small chunks so you don't need it too big, and just put them in your bowl. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this pretty quickly because you can pause me and you can get on with it as well. Alright, so this is my apple chopped. So it's peeled and chopped like this. So this is the apple we have. Okay, you can do them a bit more small if you want to in your bowl. Doesn't really matter. There's no standard size or whatever. As long as it's enough to split between 3 pockets, which is what we're going to be making today. Okay, so we have this ready. All right. So once you finish the peeler, just put that away. So you don't want to be having children waving it around or playing with it. Right. So the next step we're going to do now is going to weigh some brown sugar. So I've got light brown sugar. So if you've got dark brown sugar, that's fine. Just as long as it's brown sugar, that'll be ideal. So put your bowl on the scale, and what you're looking for is 35 grams of brown sugar. So just weigh 35 grams of brown sugar and put it into your apple mixture. Okay. So make sure it's on grams and make sure it's on 35. brown sugar are quite heavy, so you don't really need it. So it's not going to be a huge amount you'll be needing to go in your bowl. Okay. Right, so once you've got your brown sugar in there, all you need to do is just give it a stir. The moisture from the apple that's going to come out of your apple, mix it in with your brown sugar. It's going to create some kind of like a caramelized sort of mixture, you know, syrupy sort of mixture in here, which is going to be absolutely lovely. Okay, so all you need to do is just give it a stir, and we're going to add some more ingredients in a minute. Okay, just stir it up like this. Okay, right, so basically the sugar's coated the apple, which is really absolutely yummy. Right, so next we're going to be adding some lemon juice. So what you're looking for is 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. So the next few ingredients are going to be all about teaspoons, so that's all you need. You don't need a huge amount on there. So 1 teaspoon is 5 millilitres. Okay, so what I've got is just some normal basic lemon juice. If you want to, you can use fresh lemon juice, squeeze some fresh lemon juice into there, that's fine. But obviously a quick cheat is obviously using bottled lemon juice. So just make sure if the little one's actually holding the spoon for you, make sure they do it above the bowl so you don't get spillage all over. So have 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of lemon juice just into your mixture, and that's all you need. Okay. So once you've done that, just give it another stir. Give your mixture another stir. Okay, look at this. Right, so next we're going to be adding is some cinnamon. Okay, so cinnamon gives that like a little sweetness. Apple and cinnamon goes really well together as 2 ingredients. Particularly in apple pie, imagine that, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So what you need then is just 1 teaspoon again. So you can use the same teaspoon. Make sure it's above the bowl, and just literally put a teaspoon, which is level teaspoon by the way, of cinnamon into your bowl. Okay, so 2 teaspoon, and just put it into your bowl. By this stage now, once you've got your cinnamon in, you can see the actual syrup forming, the apple and brown sugar, the sugar syrup forming in coating the apple, and it smells absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, this is absolutely lovely. Okay, so see how it's all like lovely syrupy looking in here. Okay, we're actually nearly there, so it's very quick recipe filling. So next we're going to be using is just put this time once again, teaspoon again. What we're looking for is 1 teaspoon of corn flour. I just traditionally buy massive bags of corn flour because I use it a lot for Chinese cooking. So so don't worry, your bags of corn flour are a bit more smaller than mine. So what you're looking for is just 1 teaspoon of corn flour. What the corn flour does, it just binds the mixture together a bit more, so it's not too liquidy when you actually put them in your puff pastry later. So you make it a bit more like a very proper syrup. So you put some corn flour in, so 1 teaspoon of corn flour. Tap it in, and then once again give it a good mix. You have to mix it quick or else it'll just get lumpy, the flour. Right, so at this stage now, once the corn flour's in there, your mixture should look very syrup, like syrup, like a sugar syrup coating the apple, which is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, all right, so that's what you should be looking for. Okay. So the mixture is completed, so that's as quick as that. So what we're going to do now is going to unroll our puff pastry. For this ingredient, what we're making 3 apple pockets. So in this case, we only need half of a pre-rolled puff pastry. So normal puff pastry pre-rolled, and you buy is 375 grams. So you just need half of that sheet really. So you just unroll it. Hopefully you can all see me. What I'm going to do, let's put it a bit higher so you can all see. Yeah, hopefully you can all see me there. Right, so you just unroll this, and 1 big sheet, and all you need to do is cut it in half. So we're looking just to need half of that. Okay, so just get a knife and just cut that in half. Okay, so all I need for these ingredients is just a half of the pre-roll. Okay. What I find it easy to do is to cut it up as well, because when you cut it, you get the baking sheet that goes with it as well, and then you can save the other part by pre-rolling it back. So I save this bit for later on, and then I just kept this half here then. Okay, so at this stage you can take it off the baking paper, but I'm just going to work from the baking paper for now, because I think it's a lot easier. Okay, right, so what you need to do then is literally just cut this into, make it into 6 squares. So just first of all, I suggest you cut it in half. You don't need to roll or anything, these papers, which is pretty good. And then you just need to work out a third across this pastry and just cut it across, so you create 6 squares. Okay. Okay, so that's what I've done. So it's like 6 squares, you can see it here. I hope you can see it clearly. Alright, so once you've done that, at this stage now, I'm just going to get another piece of baking sheet, which is the one that I'm going to use to do the baking with my baking tray. This is a quick way of doing this without having to get too messy. So what you then do is to take one piece of this and place it in your tray, which is what I'm going to do. So we do 3, so we're making 3 pockets. So one for the bottom, so you've got 1 sheet for the bottom, 1 sheet for the top. So what I'm doing now is doing this. So I just place 3 squares onto my baking tray like this. Okay, the reason why we have to separate them, because they do rise. When they rise in the oven, they might stick together. Okay, that's all you need to do. So when you get to this stage now, all you need to do is get your mixture. So give it another stir, get your mixture. And what you then do is just spoon these mixture and separate them into the individual squares that you put on your baking sheet. Okay, I'm going to show you in a minute what I've done. I'm just going to do this quickly. This mixture, this is going to be an absolutely delicious apple pie. Okay, so separate your mixture, so you should end up like this. So put your apple mixture in here. Alright, okay, hope you all got that. So finally, before we do anything, before we put the cover on, which is the other 3 squares that we created, have some kind of an egg wash of some sort. If you don't have egg, then use milk, that's fine. Just have an egg wash to be able to then help to seal the side of the pastry when it's placed on top of each other. So just need to brush some egg on the side and save some to go on the top as well of your apple pie at the end. So just need to brush it round. So brush it on the round. Okay. So just need to brush it on the side, on the squares, around the square on the edge. And then what we then do is just place the other squares that you've created on top of the pastry. What I'm going to do is, if I can show you a bit higher. So yeah, so place the squares. Yeah, put it on top. So first of all, just slowly get your fingers round and try to seal it round with your finger. Okay. If there are syrup or any of the liquid coming out, don't worry about it. I mean, it's all part of the fun of, you know, things oozing out of your bake anyway. That's what makes it really authentic when you make it at home. Right. That's what home baking is all about. So I've just closed it, and then what you then do is use a fork. So use the back of your fork and do it like a squeeze down. Just press it down. Yeah. So what I'm doing is just pressing it down the side, so you can see me. But just so literally pressing the edges down. Yeah. Hopefully you can see me there. So press it down around the edges, just to give that extra secure, seal around the edge. Okay. Can you see me doing that? So I'm going to do now is do it for the other two as well. So I'll be back showing you when it's all done. So what I've got now, I've got 3 apple pie pocket, which I've actually crimped around the edges already. It's all done. So the final step now is, well, to be fair, the final step is just to brush it with some egg on top. Okay, so egg mixture that you have on here, just give it a brush. You just give that nice golden colour as well when you put egg on top. Like I said before, don't worry about, you know, the liquid oozing out. That's all part of it. Yeah, I mean, I had 2 small apples, so you probably, if you have used one normal size apple, then you should be all right. Just add, obviously, I've got a bit more apple overall. Okay, so that's all you need now, and this is going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes or so. It doesn't take long. 180 degrees fan or 200 electric. So just need to go in there. You'll know when it's ready because you know the puff pastry will puff up, and also the bottom won't be soggy. So you should be fine. Okay, so once these are in the oven and out of the oven, I'll show you what we're going to do next. Hello, these are our apple pie pockets that just come out of the oven. So what I do now, once it's out of the oven, what you then do is just sprinkle some normal sugar on top. Yeah, you don't have to use caster sugar, just normal sugar. Just sprinkle some and coat them on top. Yeah, and give it that coating. So, yeah, and what happens then, once it's fully cooled down, you then should be able to eat them. And it's absolutely delicious. Hope you enjoyed them. So, hope everybody enjoyed the apple pie pockets today. And I look forward to seeing all the creations that you're going to post onto the Facebook page, on the lockdown page, to be in your chance to enter into a competition. So, hope to see you again soon, and take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye.